NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Bringing them out now in his 4th season after, of course, a memorable 2019 debut. It's Gardner Minshew.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. Third down here. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose hands of the football. He's going to have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running the counter with Mostert. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Watson off play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. It's caught. Smith. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 4 catches, 72 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
From the 27, Minshew. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Minshew. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down. Here's Minshew. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 66 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Minshew's going to keep it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Watson on first down. Smith catches left side. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Minshew's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Now Minshew. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It'll be Minshew again. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And once again, this is Sanders. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right. We'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 36, Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They'll go play action here with Minshew. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
2nd and short. That's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Christian Kirk, 29 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 21. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson being chased out left. Well, he's got Smith here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now Watson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Now an option play on second down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Minshew sets to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. After the sack on first down, Watson forced out to his left. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now the Eagles down 28-21. At time, a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Minshew's throw into the hands of Kirk. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Minshew. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Here's Minshew. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Minshew. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Isaiah Simmons came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Dallas, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on